be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about set to go. Today's starting pitcher, Alec Marsh. But, Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
Jazz Chisholm Jr., the leadoff batter as he swings through it for strike one.
First pitch, 640.
That one is absolutely belted. And it one-hops the wall. And that's a leadoff double. Oh, the throw is over his head. No advance, though. Ball didn't get too far away.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Just a great approach. Looked like that was exactly what he wanted to do with that pitch. And right off the bat, he knew he was taking that wide turn at first to head for second.
Here's Jose Ramirez.
He's been doing a good job knocking in his teammates. More than an RBI per game. Oh,
that's a hit. Jazz on his horse coming around third. In there safely.
He was all over that one. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Juan Soto now 4 for 8 in the series so far. That's in there, and it's 0-1. Tried to check his swing there, appeal to third. He did not go around. Ramirez leads off second with nobody out. Next offering way off the plate. Just missed.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with a middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
That one ripped. And this one carries into the party porch for a home run. Now that's quite the party favor. Chris, that ball came out hot. So let's see what StatCast has to say.
Yeah, it really did, Boog. 111 miles per hour off the bat, and a really nice launch angle as well. Just a beautiful swing from start to finish.
Here comes Aaron Judge. 3 for 9 of the series coming in. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Singy, maybe some nerves getting the best of him at the first.
Well, it's hard to know exactly if it's nerves or not, but he...
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. His 36th home run of the season, and they add on. It's 4-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in the lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Francisco Lindor to the plate now. Fans love him, but he's pretty popular with the players, too.
He certainly is, Boog. The player survey on MLB.com listed him as one of the friendliest infielders to chat with during a game. I'm sure he appreciates the recognition from his peers.
Batting 6, the center fielder, Jackson.
Man at first, nobody out. And now the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. just off the outside edge. Ball one.
Well, it's not the inning he was planning on to begin this start, but you've got to find a way to shake things off and give your team some length and put up some zeros.
In there at the knees. And the count even 1-1. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. Lindor around second, headed for third. And the throw's offline, safe at third. Now second and third, and nobody out.
Couple of singles back to back. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
And next for New York, Yainer Diaz. 2 for 8 in the series so far. Called strike right there.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out, get as much as you can, give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
And now the 0-1. Base hit, 1 run in already. Runner stops at third, and they're at the corners with nobody out.
Batting 8. The catcher, number 28.
There comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Alec Marsh done for the night, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this.
Now pitching for
they
the
go
Royals.
with one of their more experienced arms in this spot, Chris Stratton.
Well, walks have been a big issue for him this year, so I expect these hitters to be patient up there.
And up next for New York, Austin Wells. And that's outside. Swing and a miss, strike one.
I got a ball.
Offense exploding for 5 so far in the inning. Here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Struck him out looking.
Batting 9. The left fielder.
Stepping in, Brenton Doyle. 2 for 7 in the series so far. That misses, and that's ball one. Merrill on third. Diaz at first. 1 gone. Grounder might be 2. Fires to second for 1, and that's 2. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working, and the lead is now 5-0. You're dialed into the show. And we're back. And our pitcher in this game, Max Fried. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like
Leading
there's
up,
more
York
pressure.
Yankees.
He's
The third
more
baseman,
calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with
Garcia.
runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight. They start to aim the baseball. But for some reason, he gets looser. The ball comes out of his hand with more life. And he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Right through there for a strike.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
Now an 0-2 from Fried. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
5-run lead after their first at bat. That is huge at this point, but you've got to keep the attitude to keep your foot on the gas. Don't let that team back in this ball game. Cruise to the finish line, but do it with intention.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. pulled the string on the changeup.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
India.
Jonathan India at the plate. Hitless in the series so far. He's 0 for 7. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Fried was a workhorse the last time out, throwing a complete game.
Yeah, not a lot of pitchers racking up complete games nowadays, so that last start of his really stands out for me. When you can eat innings like that, you take a big weight off your bullpen, and that's very valuable.
This one in the air, right field. Judge snags it for the second out. And here now, the lineup for the Royals. And so far this year, this has not been a very good offense.
Well, in this day and age, if you can't slug and get on base, that OPS has to be at a certain level. If you're going to produce runs, give your pitchers an opportunity as they're facing tough offenses as well.
Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. First offering, and it just misses. 2 outs, base is empty. 2 balls, no strikes to count. Foul ball there. 2 outs. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Good eye in that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Up the middle. Safe at first, and an infield single keeps the inning going.
It's good hustle. And when you're talking about an emerging leader on a team, those are the things that are going to be necessary for him to do to set that example, you know, game in, game out.
So a man at first, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Salvador Perez. Fastball for a strike. The 0-1.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
And that one upstairs, ball 1. And that's downstairs and outside.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Struck him out without a swing. Fastball at the letters, frozen for strike 3. So 1 left for Kansas City. Still looking at that 5-0 deficit. Second inning set to go. And stepping in for the Yankees, Jazz Chisholm Jr. There's a swing and a drive. It has the distance, gone. Is 26th of the year, and they add to their lead. It's 6-0. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
Now the third baseman, Jose Ramirez. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. And that's in for a strike. Stratton, in his 9th season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a curve, a slider, a changeup, and he works in a sinker. Headed towards the corner. Fair ball. Now he'll turn for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Here's Juan Soto now. We talk about his on-base percentage, but home runs are always part of his story.
Harper's been at it for a long time, Boog, and he continues to live up to the hype. A #1 overall pick, Rookie of the Year, and the youngest unanimous MVP in baseball history. Of course, 2015 with the Nationals wasn't the only time Harper's been named MVP. He won again in 2021 with the Phillies, which gives him 2 MVPs for 2 teams before the age of 30.
Hit on the ground to the right side. And foul ball.
And bonus points for anyone who knows the first ever player to win 2 MVPs for 2 different teams before turning 30. Pirates and Giants fans should know this one. The answer, Barry Bonds.
That one off the mark, and a count 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike. Ball 3.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
Man at second. Dives, and he can't hang on. And they're at the corners with nobody out. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Here is Aaron Judge. He's already homered in this game.
Ball 1, no strike.
This one in the dirt, but no advance from the runners. And another ball.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
That's off the mark. 3 balls, no strikes.
After giving up that home run earlier, it just doesn't seem like he wants to challenge him.
Right down to shoot. Strike 1.
Taking all the way on 3-0 right there. And as a hitter, you're saying, why couldn't I get that pitch earlier in the count when I'm looking to swing?
Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. In to score is the runner from third. Handles, throws to first. Finally gets the first out here on the grounder.
Shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
So, Singy, a close play at first, worthy of another look with StatCast.
That was an absolute heater, and you just don't see that type of velocity coming across the diamond every day. Only the best infield arms in baseball reach 90 miles per hour, and he needed all of it to get that out. Bang, bang play.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. Singled and scored his first time. The shortstop takes a ball.
1-0.
One out and a runner at second. Late on that fastball. Bullpen action for the Royals. Hunter Harvey up and loosening in the pen. Here's a 1-1. Outside with a breaking ball. Fastball is outside. And that is out of play. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Weimer puts it away. Runner tags and will move up to third.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jackson Merrill.
And next for New York, Jackson Merrill. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Fly ball center field. And that is that. They put 2 on the board on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors and a runner left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Yankees 7 and the Royals nothing. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's Hunter Renfroe.
Hunter.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
Just missed.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
Out towards left center. Doyle has this one sized up. Makes the grab, 1 down.
Batting 6th, the center fielder, Kyle.
And now it's Kyle Isbell. 0 for 6 in the series so far.
This guy's just a tremendously talented center fielder. Gold Glove caliber type out there. Offensively, he can do some things, but also has some streakiness as well. I think the key is just trying to find a way for him to be consistent day in and day out. He saves runs in the outfield, so that's going to buy him more time to work things out at the dish.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Mike Fillmore, our plate umpire. Very consistent with his zone, Chris. Gets a lot of praise for that.
He does, Boog, and I think that with any umpire, you really just want them to be consistent. Fillmore's a guy that does a good job back there in that way, so people around the league really appreciate his consistency.
Doyle pulls that one down, 2 away. What about some no-nos? Like, you can't call the umpire blue the way you do in Little League or high school, right?
Yeah, even in the minor leagues, you'll learn quickly. You call the umpire blue. You better learn his name, and that's just part of being a professional player and even a major league player.
Dairon Blanco in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. That one fouled off. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they had pictures of all 4 guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
Joey Weimer steps in for the Royals.
Too much swing and miss in his at-bats recently, striking out nearly twice in each of the last 5 games.
Weimer matched a homer in his last game. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Swing and a ball drilled center field. Merrill sizing this one up, and he makes the catch. That is the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We played 2 full. It's the Yankees 7 and the Royals nothing. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
Yainer Diaz.
Stratton back to work. That one the other way.
The catcher, number 28, Austin Wells.
So man aboard, and up next for New York, Austin Wells. He's 0 for 1. That one catches the zone. Strike one.
You know, these Yankees really producing with runners on. It's been a right place, right time kind of game for them. They put a bunch of runs on the board, thanks in large part to 4 hits with runners in scoring position. On top of that, they haven't left many runners on base, so they've been efficient getting runners on and finding ways to bring them home.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Toughest pitch to hit, fastball on the outer black.
The left fielder.
Man, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
Doyle.
Here's the left fielder, Brenton Doyle. 0 for 1 so far. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Isbell on his way over. Squeezes it. And there are 2 outs.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. He's already homered here in this one. Towards first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 1 left for the Yankees, and they hold a 7-0 lead. Welcome back.
Leading up,
and struggles at the
Doyle,
plate in
the
this series
designated
as we take a
hitter,
look at the numbers.
Lofton.
Max Fried will go to work. Just missed.
Ball 1, no strikes. Hey.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Doyle pulls it down and he makes the catch. And a quick out, number 1.
Now batting, third baseman, Michael.
Now here is
Garcia.
Michael Garcia. Struck out swinging his first time. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. And a pitch.
Yeah.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. That one gets down for a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Now it's the second baseman, Jonathan India. Flied to right his first time. Outside.
Yep, that ball went out.
And that is ball 1. Garcia, the base runner at first with 1 out. Next offering is downstairs. On the ground, right side, and it goes just foul. The 2-1. Foul ball.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Next offering upstairs.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start,
The
and
batter,
he's
number
just racking
7.
them up again in this one. This
Shortstop,
guy can
Bobby
really dominate a game
Witt
out there. Not a fun
Jr.
assignment for any lineup.
Witt batting for the second time, and that's strike 1.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
Aye.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Merrill makes the grab, and that's the inning. One hit, one left. 3 innings complete. It's the Yankees 7 and the Royals nothing. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Jose Ramirez.
And there's a foul ball.
Get out of here, Yankees. Ball, that's it.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. In the air out towards right center. Isbell settles under it. And there's one down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Juan.
And now it's Juan Soto. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Just missed. One down, base is empty. That one
2
way
balls,
outside,
1 strike.
and it's 2-1. To the right side, India sends it to first. They get the out on
Now
Soto.
batting, right fielder, Aaron Judge.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. He has, as they like to say,
Let me guess, Boog. Light tower power?
that's right. Judge rips that one. Going back. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Welcome back. Let's check
Leading
out
up
what's been
for the
happening of
Royals,
late.
the
Really
catcher,
been struggling.
Salvador Perez.
And a first offering a fastball for a strike.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Now batting, the first baseman, Hunter
Renfroe at the plate. Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
0-1.
1 out, base is empty. In the air, left side, Doyle sizes this one up, puts it away for the out. Out number 2.
the center fielder, number 28.
Here's the center fielder, Kyle Isbell. Fly to left his first time. There's a strike.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. KC down in order. Not going their way. It's 7-0. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Lindor.
On the ground, right side. And he takes it himself for the out.
Up next for the Yankees, the center fielder, Jackson Merrill.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Jackson Merrill, 1 for 2. In the air, left field, down the line, and that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. And that's a base hit.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Absolutely punished that pitch. Wasn't fooled in the slightest. 109 off the bat. I think that means you put a pretty good swing on it.
1 down. Yainer Diaz digs in now. Just missed. Diaz, 26 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. And that will drop foul. And that one is inside.
Ball 2.
Next offering is fouled back. Lined, and that's a base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you can get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. First pitch misses. Two on, 1 out.
2-0.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Merrill over at second. Diaz over at first with 1 away. And there's a hit. And they hold the runner at third, but the bases are loaded now with 1 out.
Brenton Doyle.
Brenton Doyle stepping in now for the Yankees. 0 for 2 in this one. Out into left center for a line drive base hit. 1 run across, throw into third. And he'll reach second with one away.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Chris Stratton out of the game, and he's on the hook for the runners at second and third. So looking for some help there. Back in a minute.
Now pitching for the
New
Royals.
pitcher now, Hunter Harvey.
Number
And one thing
56.
on him, he's been really good this
Hunter
season at keeping the ball in the park.
Harvey.
Not an easy guy to take deep.
Here's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
We just might be talking about this at bat in our post-game wrap. He's proven he can drive in runs in these spots.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Second and third here, one away. That one pulled foul.
Ball.
Base hit, one run is in. Now the throw comes in, runner holds at third.
These hitters today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
So digging in, Jose Ramirez. On the ground, right side, and that's just foul. One down, runners at second and third. And there's a ball. That one missed.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Still only one out here in the inning. Hit hard, should be extra bases. One run is in. Another comes in to score. It's 12-0. And he's safe at second with a two-run double.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
Man at second with one away. Here's Juan Soto. Tap foul at the plate. In the dirt. Just missed. Next pitch is downstairs.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touched it.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
It's Aaron Judge now. That one ripped right center field. That's back. Wow, that one's over the party porch and just shy of the fountains. A home run. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 14-0. That's their fourth home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Hunter Harvey will depart. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for the
Chris
Royals.
Bubich comes on now.
Number 50.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
2 down, base is empty. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Francisco Lindor. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Two down, nobody on. That's off the inside corner. And now it's even 1-1.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
The shortstop takes the ball. This one in the air. Renfroe. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that is that. The final damage here, they bat around. 10 come to the plate, 7 runs on the board. Last half of the 5th coming up. Yankees out in front, 14-0. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, we head to the bottom of the 5th. So up now for Kansas City, Dairon Blanco. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Drilled out towards left center field. Merrill on the move to the gap. Hauls it in for the out. And there's one down.
Now batting, the right fielder, Joey Wiemer.
So up next, Joey Wiemer. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back there. And gone. And they're on the board. It's 14-1.
Well, there goes the shutout. Just like that. They're still behind, but this is a start. Lightning fast hands to be able to hit that velocity fastball on the inside part of the plate. In my experience, when you're looking out over the plate, allowing the ball to travel, it's pure reaction to hit a pitch in that location. That's a tremendous swing.
And now here is Nick Lofton. Ripped into right center. Base hit. And now the lineup turns over with one away.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
So the batting order turns over. Michael Garcia steps in for the Royals. And first offering is fouled off. Freed, ready to fire now. Fought off foul. Lofton, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. That one is
Nope,
upstairs.
Just not taking the bait right there, but a good pitch with 2 strikes.
Now this is in the air down the line. And no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. That one out to right. Judge is under it. And there's 2 down.
The batter, number 6, second baseman, Jonathan India.
Now the number 2 hitter, Jonathan India.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against it.
The Royals with a lot of ground to make up. Last half of inning number 5. Got him. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. 5 innings complete. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Top 6. And now the center fielder, Jason Merrill. Swings through that one. Bubic fills up the zone, forces contact, so not a huge strikeout guy, but he's going to make the hitters beat him. Doesn't issue a lot of walks, so the pressure is really on the batter to make something happen. Yeah, big swing and a miss. Activity in the Kansas City bullpen. Carlos Estevez getting loose out there. Schreiber also getting ready. And they'll do it again.
But although you like the fact that guy throws strikes, guy gets contact, and not always great contact, the fact that when you have runners on, if that ball's in play, there's still a good chance that a run gets pushed across, whether it's earned or not.
Up and in, and the count is 2-2. Command in the zone is such a crucial part of it, right?
It's not just throwing strikes, but it's throwing quality strikes and it's having quality misses as well. What's a quality miss? Missing just off the plate rather than over the plate.
In the air, pretty deep out to center field, Isbell. Sizing this one up. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
The batter, the first baseman, Yainer
Diaz. Now at the plate. 3 for 3 with 3 singles. Swing and a ball hammered left field. That one opts against the fence. And he's got a double, his 4th hit. So a man aboard. Austin Wells, the next to hit, 1 for 3. Now a fly ball to right center. Isbell on the move. Nabs it. Runner tags it second. And he's up to third safely with 2 gone.
Now batting, the left fielder, Brenton Doyle.
Brenton Doyle will hit next. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to it to improve your game, but ultimately, you either have it or you don't.
Weimer makes the grab, and that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. Where we go bottom 6. Now it's the shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr. Freed back to work.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial gold glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Up the middle, and he knocks it down. No throw, and they don't get the out.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. You got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
And first offering is fouled off. Freed out of the stretch, fires.
Ball.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. 1 down.
Up next for the Royals, the first baseman, Hunter
Now it's Hunter Renfroe.
Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
And that's through there for a strike. And it's 1-1.
Boog, the runner at first, needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
Witt over at first with 1 away. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, Boog, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it, or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click, and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
Isbell stands in now and watches strike 1. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. Swing and a drive, deep right field. High bounce, takes it over the fence. That's an automatic double.
I think he's having some mixed emotions down there at second base, and I wouldn't blame him for being a little frustrated with the ball hopping over the wall. I mean, that at bat was good enough to produce a run, but instead the automatic double halts the lead runner at third, and just sort of a bittersweet at bat.
Digging in, Dairon Blanco. That misses. 1-0.
1-0.
Fastball in the inside corner for a strike.
1-1.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that one upstairs. Next offering is down low.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
And they're all loaded up.
Take your base.
So close to getting out of it right there, but this inning still has
Now
life.
batting, the
The
right
base is
fielder,
all loaded up.
Joey.
Joey Weimer steps in for the Royals.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
And that's in for a strike.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
That one down the line, but it kicks foul. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Bases loaded, 2 down. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. And a swing and a miss. Picks up strikeout number 7. They leave them loaded. We're through 6 full. The Yankees lead it 14-1. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
Baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
That one's in there. 0-1.
You know, these Yankees
0-1's the
showing
count.
great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. One thing that really stands out is their chase rate. League average is around 30%, but they're at less than 20% right now.
Ball, that's too high.
Next
Ball.
one misses.
Down.
Yeah, that's ball 2.
It's been tough fooling these guys, and those chase rate numbers back it up. They've been really smart at the plate, and that's one of the best ways to frustrate a pitcher because nothing seems to come easy.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. And now Jose
batting,
Ramirez.
Third baseman, Jose
He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. And first offering is fouled off. Line drive, and now maybe extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. It's a double, his 4th hit of the game.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Juan Soto.
1 out, runner at second. Now up as the Yankees DH, Juan Soto.
That's a ball.
Just missed.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Ramirez, the runner at second with 1 away. Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Man at second.
Nope, that's inside.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Weimer sizes this one up. Makes the grab. 2 down.
Now batting, right fielder, Aaron Judge.
Aaron Judge at the plate. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone, stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
And ball 1 to Judge. Swing and a ball lifted to center field. Isbell in and to his right. He makes the grab, and that is that. So 1 hit is all they get midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. The Yankees lead this one 14-1. Welcome back. Taking
Leading
a look
up
at our
for
game
the
summary.
Royals, the designated hitter, Nick Lofton.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air, and that'll fall for a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. So impressive that
Now
he was
batting,
able to fight
the
off
third
that
baseman,
fastball up and in like that. I mean, he really let it get deep on him as well. That's great bat control.
Back to the top of the order, Michael Garcia steps in for the Royals. Ramirez, 1 at second, and they get him easily at first. It's a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far
The
from
batter, number
routine.
6.
That's the one thing about
Second
big leaguers.
baseman,
They make tough plays
Jonathan
look simple.
2 outs,
India.
base is empty. And next up for the Royals, Jonathan India. First
Nope.
pitch, and he
That's
just
inside.
misses.
No, this manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still able to fire over. Misplay doesn't cost him. Inning over. And we're back.
Leading off
And now
Yankees,
Francisco Lindor.
Francisco Lindor.
Time called. Pinch hitter coming on. Zach
Number
Neto.
18, Zach Neto.
Cut on and lifted in the air. One up, one down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jackson Merrill.
And next for New York, Jackson Merrill. Up and
That's a
in, ball one. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top of the eighth. He was late there, strike one.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike three.
Now
Well, that's always the key to
Yainer
effective pitching is getting
Diaz.
ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
And that one fouled off. And a foul ball.
Finish him.
Up the middle, and he knocks it down. The throw is still in time, and they do get the third out. The inning is over. Welcome back
Leading
as
up
we take
for
a peek at the
Royals,
starting
the
pitching so
shortstop,
far this year.
Bobby Witt Jr.
Back now, new pitch on the
Now
mound as we
pitching for
roll
New
into the
York.
bottom of the eighth. Abner
Number
Uribe.
47.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
That one finds the zone. Strike one.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Now 1-1.
Wow, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
No, that slider was way out of the zone, and for me, it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the
catcher,
hand, not
number
tracking
13.
it into the zone, and then
Delgado.
also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your two-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that
Off the plate,
position,
ball one.
you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss, as you did right there.
The Royals with a lot of ground to make up here, the bottom half of the eighth inning. In the air, center field. Merrill moving under this one. Brings it in. And a couple of quick outs.
Up next for the Royals, the first baseman,
Two down,
Hunter
base is empty. Hunter
Renfroe.
Renfroe digs in now. 0 for 3 in this one. There's a strike. Uribe, 24 years old, And they traded for him earlier this year. There's a swing and a miss.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
In the air, right side. Judge getting an angle on it. And that's the third out. This one pretty well decided at this point. Ninth inning coming up. Yankees out in front, 14-1. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells. Bubich back to work. And it's fouled away. Off the plate, and that's ball one. And that one wrapped foul. The 1-2. And a good eye there. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And he grounds one to the right side. Takes it himself. One up, one down.
The batter, the left fielder, Brenton Doyle.
Now the left fielder, Brenton Doyle. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
On the ground, right side. India over to first in time. 2 up, 2 down.
Well, I'm impressed with this guy's internal clock. He knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure his grip on the baseball, and make a strong, accurate throw.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Aaron Boone making a move for a new bat. Luis Angel Acuna looking for a 2-out spark with the bases empty. Swing and a foul out of play. Pitch misses there, and 1-1. Swing and a hard hit grounder to third. Can't glove it cleanly. The throw comes in too late, and they come away without an out.
Now batting, third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
2 outs, runner at first. Next to hit, Jose Ramirez. And first offering is fouled off. Acuna leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Edge of the zone for a strike, and it's 0-2.
It's just been an impressive outing so far. Continues to pound the zone pitch after pitch, and he's been able to stay down. That's what's been key.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Oh, right to the backstop. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. One and 2 here. Fastball is outside. Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the top of the ninth. In the dirt. drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And this one looks like trouble. Runner from second scores as they add on.
Now batting, designated hitter, Juan Soto.
Now here is Juan Soto. This one ripped, but foul to the right. Two outs and one in scoring position.
One ball, one strike.
Squirts away a little bit. Man on second, 2 down. In for a strike. Good slider.
Now there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if he can mix that in whenever he wants.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Swung on, belted. That's back. Makes the catch on the edge of the track. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. 6, 7, 8 scheduled to start the bottom of the ninth. The Yankees lead it 15-1. Back here in Kansas City, bottom of the ninth, and to the plate for Kansas City, Kyle Isbell. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
0-1's the count.
And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
0-2's the count.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Judge makes the grab, 1 away.
Now batting, the left fielder, Dairo Blanco.
And here is Dairon Blanco.
If there's nobody on in front of him, you know, a single for him many times is a double. This guy is off to the races, ready to steal a bag when he's on first base.
Just missed. And a swing and a miss. The Yanks up big in this one. We're in the last half of the ninth inning.
Ball 2.
Swings and misses. Now only 1 out remaining.
Looked like he reached back and got a little extra on that one. Triple digits off the miles per hour through the zone. No chance of touching that one.
Weimer now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
0-1.
That one inside, and it's 1-1. Just missed. And that's in for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the last half of inning number 9. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Another day, another win. I really think this team has forgotten how to lose a ball game. It's been so long since they've lost. I really don't know what else to say. They're just a can't-miss ball club right now.
A 15-1 final score in this one. And the road team picks up the win and picks up a sweep. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.